So, checking in on the inseparable, unwavering unity of the nations that are a part of the BRICS quote unquote alliance, India has redeployed a total of 19,000 soldiers to guard the 532-kilometer stretch of its border with China. And this includes an additional 10,000 that have moved from the country's western border to the existing and disputed area more to the east. So we're looking specifically at the two regions. We're looking at the disputed territory here that is between India and China, and then also a disputed border that runs here. So this, you obviously have the line of actual control here, and this is something that has seen several clashes, including recently in 2020, a clash that resulted in casualties from both sides and a heightened military presence from both nations. Now, infrastructure development and military enhancements have been significant for both sides in this region, and it holds religious significance and tourism significance for both countries. Prime Minister Modi of India has especially highlighted how important this region is for India. Now, despite numerous rounds of talks, India-China relations remain really strained over this, and it's influenced India's stance on Chinese investments. It seems to be not wanting to invest in China as much, and therefore is pivoting its investments to Europe and the United States. Now, it's worth noting that many like to look at the US and China, that relationship, as the Thucydides trap. Now, if you don't know what a Thucydides trap is, it refers to the natural and inevitable competition that occurs when a rising power threatens to displace the ruling power. Well, let's be honest here. The US is not stagnating nor declining. It is the major power and continues to rise as such, while China is in a state of stagnation and will start declining here shortly. Regionally, though, India is rapidly rising. They are a rising power that is already starting to overtake China in many influential areas around the globe. Its population is already larger than China's. And when you look at the 50-year trajectory of both countries, you can see India is on a rise versus Chinese decline. They share this disputed border, and both are nuclear powers. While this is a relatively benign situation, there is fighting that takes place. There is disputes, and this does have the potential to be a major inflection point in global security moving forward. And once again, just highlighting how weak BRICS as a framework is in determining the outcomes or the willingness of countries to work together, how weak BRICS is with regard to actually being an alliance where people get along. That doesn't seem to be the case when it comes to these border disputes between India and China.